Hey, Steph.
Hey, Neen, how are you?
I am fantastic. Coming off the heels.
We're coming off the hills and down the mountain.
Thanksgiving and climbing our way up to no, not Thanksgiving. I'm all backwards because it's really cold and I can't concentrate. I need a heater. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
yes.
But we're climbing our way up to the mountain of Christmas.
Yes. Can you believe?
Dang.
So it's 28 days till Christmas.
Mm,
And
wow.
then the end of the year is what, 35 days away? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
for real. That's crazy. But you know what? I'm actually excited to end this year,
hmm
like, and start a new one.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was nice. It was really cozy. We had delicious food. We didn't have that many leftovers. Remember, I told you that we were gonna like maybe have some. No, we sent my mom home with a lot of it
Hmm.
because she ate to her heart's content. And my stepdad's okay. He's like, yes, thank God. Like he loves to see her eat. So she was
Aw,
just yum yum yumming, and it was
how
great.
cute.
It was great, and yours was gorgeous and cozy
Hmm.
as well. Like, are we just feeling the good vibes?
Oh, totally. Did you do any black shot? Why can't I talk? I'm literally shivering.
Oh my God, get a blanket right behind
I have
you.
one on me,
Okay,
but it's
wrap it up.
like the room is like really crazy cold. Did you do any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday?
I did cyber shopping. I didn't do any today because I had to like basically hold my hand and do this. I had to smack it because I was like, it's the holidays. Oh, this is great. La la la. Let me just buy whatever I want. What the hell?
Mhm.
Like I did do some shopping. I got some Nikes. I
Ooh,
got a new vanity mirror. I got let's see what else.
what? Nice.
Yeah, I got
With lights?
yes, I wanted a bigger one. I used to have a big one. Angel got me, but then when we moved, it like stopped working. And so I just got a little one, but I was like,
Hmm.
fuck this, it's on sale. And then I got some good American flare jeans. Hello.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hi.
I was like, they're marked down. I was like, let's do it. Hop in the cart. Like, so I did do some shopping.
Hmm.
And you know what I saw, not to deviate, but I saw a TikTok about Amazon deals and how
Hmm.
everyone's like, you know how it says right now the price, like right now it's like 25% off and it's originally this price. Well, this
Hmm.
person was like going back in like time to show the trends of the cost and
Hmm.
basically showing that Amazon Cyber Friday and Monday deals are complete bullshit. Like they mark it
Hmm.
way up, but in reality, if you look back a month ago, it was the same cost. And not to say that it's everything, but yeah, it's like the majority of the
The majority
stuff.
of them.
Like, but it just feels so like because you see the markdown and the red tag, and you feel like, oh my God, I
Hmm.
better hop on this right now, or else,
Oh,
you
of
know.
course. It's like the one with Target that's going around now, where the people went into the store and were removing the Black Friday sale signs, and behind it it was the same exact price. There was
Okay.
no difference.
What is going on?
Yeah, and that's pretty shitty if you ask me. But I will say this, like when I worked for a certain company back in the day, it
Da-da-da.
was known they have a huge like anniversary sale, right? And by doing that, they're supposed to give like their special like customers like special prices, right? Well, when you look at it, it's just honestly, it's really no I don't even know how they mark down, but they somehow, like you said, mark it up and then mark it down again to make it seem like they're giving a deal, but in reality, it's the normal price, but people think it's like this big thing.
That is so
Because I mean, how
nuts.
would we know?
Exactly. And we're just
Unless
like,
we're like over
yeah.
there like taking pictures of what it was and whatever, but we wouldn't know.
Right, right. Ugh. I mean, it didn't stop me from shopping, I'll tell you that much. But so
Oh
yeah,
no, same
in a
here.
nutshell,
Because
well, yeah, what'd you get? Tell me.
you know what? I actually got a couple things. Random stuff. I got some mops,
Oh,
things like mop heads, and then I got what did I get? I got some sweatshirts because I needed I and some nice cozy sweatshirts for the winter. Because I don't know, I wear sweatshirts so much during this time of year that there was like stains and God knows what on my old ones, so I got new ones. And then I got a couple things. I did get a laminator. It's not really a laminator, it's a hot press or a heat press
Nice.
for like creating stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have that creative bug. So I'm got that on like a deal. And it's been in my cart for a while.
Okay,
And I
so
will say I got
yeah.
like a good $50 off. So it was
Nice.
nice to save it in my cart. And I swear, because my cart that I have all my save stuff in, it's pretty, it actually diminished a little because I took a whole bunch of stuff out. And I was like, ooh, sale, sale, sale,
Exactly. Yeah. That's
even
good,
though who
me.
knows if it
Oh,
was really a sale.
I know. I know. Oh,
But
you know what? Now that you say that, wait, does the laminator make like t-shirts and stuff too? Ooh, I'll
mhm.
be coming over. I have
Okay, for real. Because that's, I love stuff like that. And I just
yeah.
love creating. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what, see what I come up with.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's just nowadays, I just feel like everything with inflation, it's insane. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and she was saying that she went out to dinner
Ugh,
and the cost that it, like how much it was for just two of them to
yeah.
go out to dinner. And it's crazy because Tony and I went out to dinner a couple months ago, and literally for just him and I, it was like $200, and we didn't get anything big. It
Right.
was like our meal,
Okay.
maybe a drink. We had a bottle of wine. That's right. And I think a salad that we shared,
Okay.
and it was almost $200. And
It's
I was just
insane.
like, it's horrible because when you think about it, like when we go to the grocery store and we buy 10 things, that's already $100.
Yeah.
So, Tony doesn't really go shopping with me a lot, grocery shopping. I'm the one always going. So he
hmm
doesn't really realize, like, I tell him there's like, inflation, but he
Yeah.
doesn't really see it. But he went with me grocery shopping for Thanksgiving and a couple other places. And he was like, holy crap. We went to Target and he's like, the deodorant, he's like, just bare necessities is insane. And I go, yeah, it's a ripple effect. Like, and then you think about the restaurants and you think about, okay, they have to raise their prices because when we go to the grocery store, it's expensive. So they're buying their stuff and it's hell expensive. So they got to make, up for it some way. So of
Right.
course, like, and it makes you wonder, like, are these prices ever going to go down
I
now that
mean,
they know people will pay it?
no, I think it's just going to keep going crazy because how? Like when we do the price comparisons, when we were doing our going through the 90s and a
Mm-hmm.
carton of eggs used to be 88 cents or whatever. It just kept going up. I mean, I feel like it
Mm-hmm.
would hold steady some years,
Right.
but like I think after the pandemic and everything, it just went crazy and it
It
hasn't, there's
sure
no
did.
slowing down. I mean,
Yeah.
I shudder to think what the hell it's going to look like in 10 years. Oh
Okay.
shit, we're going to be in our 50s in 10 years. What the fuck?
Ew.
Ew.
Nothing against
I know
50-year-olds
nothing,
because,
nothing, but like
no,
that's half a century
but
old. Like Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Well, like they said, the average age of a woman is 78
Okay, you know what? We're
or
here to defy
79.
those odds. Okay,
So they were like 39, literally. That's like your midway mark of life.
lovely. That's just lovely.
So we're
Yay.
we're over the hill, Steph.
And if you think about it, we're gonna like maybe have a few period free years. That's it. That's
Hmm.
like, if
Right?
you
Because
think about it,
Steph's
that's
counting the days.
I can't wait. Today I was like, can I please hit menopause? Like skip perimenopause altogether? Like I'm so over this crap.
No, for real, and I was looking up after our convo on Friday, I was looking up some other stuff and I'm like, damn, because I don't know if I told you, but I have hella hair loss. And I don't want to say it's like I don't know. The thing is because I'm a hairstylist, right? I'm a cosmetologist. And the thing is that people always come to my chair especially when I was working in the salon, and people would say, "Oh my God, I'm shedding. I have like major hair loss and I don't know what to do. What do I do?" And it's hard, even as a cosmetologist, it's hard to say because especially if you haven't experienced it. right? First thing is, if it's major, you should go to a dermatologist because something's going on. It could be, your health, it could be your thyroid. Like there's a lot of things it could be a chemical imbalance. It could be you're just like missing some maybe vitamins,
Right.
right? But for me, I'm like, what the hell is it? Right? And I'm like, okay, is it? And I'm looking at perimenopause. It's like a huge sign for like perimenopause is hair loss because it's
Mm.
not just like a couple. It's like when I go like this, like I pull, it's like a chunk.
I'm scared because see, you can afford to lose chunks. You have thick ass hair. Can I ask a question? Do you
Mhm.
believe in those hair vitamins?
I've been taking them
Okay,
and
I
I have not
believe.
seen any
Oh,
results.
but have you always had thick ass hair? I know in high school you did.
I did,
Damn
but it's
you.
just, I've been taking, so in October, I took for the whole month of October, I took biotin.
Okay.
And I read some really good things. People said it really worked. I didn't see any difference. So now I'm on colostrum.
Okay.
So the milk from a cow's teat,
Oh
I am
shit.
drinking it. And it's not even the milk. It's the vitamins like when a cow's pregnant, it's the milk once they have the calf, it's the liquid that comes out before the milk.
Okay.
So that is what I'm drinking now every morning because they say that's supposed to really help you. So if this doesn't work, then I'm going to jump to marine. Is it called? I'm not biotin, but it's marine collagen. Supposedly that's supposed to be the closest to our own chemical makeup and like what we like our own collagen. And
Okay.
suppose that's supposed to be really good for your hair. So I've been on this a month. My mom said I have some hair, like new hair growth in the back.
Oh,
But I'm like, oh my God. And it could just be too that I'm going through like a phase because we do go through those every year or during a period of time or stress or God knows what. Like it could happen, but it's scary because
oh
I'm
my
like, it
God.
looks like cousin it in my shower.
Oh God, because I do too, but not, I mean, oh God. And you know how I brush my hair, so now I'm like, is it because of the way I brush
Okay,
my
so it's
hair?
like rip,
I
rip.
know, I know, I know. Oh, it just feels so
Yeah.
good.
It does. That's like Presley. Presley does her hair like that too. I'm like, girlfriend, start at the bottom and make your
Oh,
way to the top. Don't be ripping out your hair or don't like, and you know what, too? Can I just say this? The wet brushes, do not use them on dry hair.
uh-huh.
And a dry brush, you shouldn't really use on wet hair. So, like,
Okay.
because they're made for certain things. So they will, pull out your hair and cause like split ends and stuff, but
That was my
it
next
just
question.
sucks
Do you believe so the wet brushes are okay for wet hair?
completely.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah, and they completely help and detangle things like, more so than another brush would do if your hair was wet and you're trying to get out knots.
Okay.
And before you even use a brush, put on some sort of detangler at the bottom. You don't have to worry about the top, but the middle to the bottom, and that should help loosen out those
Okay.
knots and stuff. But it's just
Okay.
like, gosh, the things we have to go through as a
For
woman,
real.
you know? I'm like, because this is not pretty. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, so
She says with her luscious hair shining in the camera if you're watching on
I
YouTube.
am so tempted I don't know why I thought, okay, I'm tempted to cut it because I'm thinking if I cut it, it'll stop, which does not make sense because it's still gonna it's still gonna fall
Right.
out.
Right. I don't, but
So
it's less of it. I don't know. You
I
look so
know.
cute with
Yeah,
short hair too. You can rock both. I like that.
it's coming stuff. I'm waiting for these
Ooh.
bangs to get longer.
Oh, I just saw a cute throwback of us with a selfie and your bangs. I was like, my
Oh,
boo.
dang bangs. Gosh. Nothing to get against bangs, but it's just dang, they made my eye freaking lids itch.
Oh, you just looked so damn cute with them, though. It was
Mm,
hilarious.
man, I swear. The journeys of hair,
Yes. Oh my
right?
God. Oh,
But anyways,
I'm
I don't know. What are we
really
going to talk about today, Steph?
well, Nate. I'm glad you asked. We're picking back up where we left off before the Thanksgiving break. We are in
Oh
the
yeah.
year 1997. What?
Mm, man.
I mean, is this
We
the
turned
year of
16.
Sunnin? I don't know. No, I think Sunnin was prior.
Right?
Speaking of hair, but
Okay.
how old did we turn? 16?
16.
Sweet 16. Oh my
Ah,
goodness.
mm,
So,
Wow.
what were like I mean, I don't even remember turning 16 because my 15th birthday was so lit. I don't think I did anything for my 16th, but
Mm-hmm.
16, and we were juniors.
Mm-hmm. Going
Okay, so
into our
junior
junior year.
year, so we're still in high school and just living life. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Right?
a year of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of not war, but a lot of arguing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes.
I I did a search prior to hopping on, and I saw like in January, for example,
Mm-hmm.
Turkey was and arguing with, wait, what's Cyprus? Is that a place? Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
Republic of Cyprus. I've never heard
Mm-hmm.
of that. Hi, geography is not my thing, but like that's a thing, right? And then we go to Rwanda, and like militia
Mm-hmm.
members killed some aid workers. And then we go down to,
Mm-hmm.
like, every month I feel like there was
Yeah, there's
something to that
something.
effect. And I'm not trying to
Yeah.
talk, glide over what, the two things I just mentioned, but I was like, Jesus, this was a time, because
Mm-hmm.
literally it was every freaking month.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
notice
it
that
was.
too? Like,
Yeah. No, I did too. Like there was a lot of just like random things that were going on around the globe.
yeah,
Um, what was one that I saw that was interesting? No, I
maybe
can't.
the massacre in Algeria.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, that's right.
that was huge. That was in the beginning of the year. Like, it's like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
Oh,
things were going down.
yeah, they were. Look, even uh okay, this is the one I saw. Russia and Chechnya sign a peace deal
Uh-huh.
after more than 400 years of conflict. You know what? I must say that is actually a very inspiring thing to think about, that something after 400 years of there being conflict, there is a possibility of there being some sort of resolution, right? Hell, could we use that as a freaking, you know, example for nowadays? I know that there's a lot of things going on in this world, but in all honesty, something's got to give,
But
right?
fucking 400 years?
Yeah, that's a long ass time.
Like, we, oh my God. Like, it's just, that blows me away. That blows me away.
Hmm.
That's 399 years too long. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
wow.
No, that was really, really long. Tony Blair also became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I don't know why I remember him so much, but I don't know. I think back in the day I thought he was hot.
Oh my God. You're hilarious.
Oh God, I don't know why, but yeah. So he became the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom on May 1st. And yeah, there was a lot, but I think for me, we turned 16, and this was a pivotal year for me and you because this was the first time we saw live in concert.
It was when we were 16.
Yeah, it was literally on my birthday.
Why did I think it was your 15th birthday?
No, it was my 16th because I remember it was the year that Princess Di died.
Oh,
And she
shoot.
passed away on in
August,
1997.
right?
Yeah, and I remember watching her funeral when
Oh,
we were getting ready for the
oh,
concert.
right. It was your
Hmm.
birthday.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't
Wait a
that
minute.
crazy?
So how many years ago was 1997?
Mm,
20.
let's see, how old are we? Was that 26? No, I can't count. Yeah. What will be
Holy shit. 26 years of loving live together.
mm-hmm, right? And it was such a beautiful moment. It was I believe we were at the shoreline.
I think
Was
so
it?
too. I don't know why I thought Oakland for some reason,
Mhm.
because your sister took us, right?
Yeah, and I was it the Shoreline or was it Concord? It was one of those. I
It might
can't
have been
remember.
Concord.
It might have been Concord, the Concord Pavilion, but it was one of
Yeah.
them. It was a nice summer night. It was just so beautiful and amazing. Ah, so that was like an epic. It kind of like sparked our whole live love, even though we love them regardless. But it was just, the
Yeah.
frenzy of trying to go to every concert that they they had when they came to the city. It was amazing.
Definitely. Oh my
But that being said, though,
God.
Princess Di's death for
Ugh,
me probably is the number one thing of this year
I
out of
agree.
everything that happened, because I remember where I was when I found out that there was an accident. I was in Target, and I remember it coming on the screens of Target, in the entertainment area, and people literally just stopped in their tracks and was just watching the televisions in such disbelief. And I remember there being a scroll of the news, and it said Princess Diana in grave condition after car crash in the um,
Oh,
tunnel in Paris, right? And I turned to my dad and I said, and I didn't know what the word grave meant. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, that means she's like literally holding on to like literally she's probably already dead. Like it's like she might not make it. And I'm like, huh? And it's just like, oh my gosh, because she's just one of those figures that it's like, I never thought something like that would happen to her.
that is, yeah. And every time I think about how it went down, it was so preventable.
Hmm.
And she was just an angel on this earth, and I don't think this earth was worthy of having somebody like her on it. So
Absolutely. No, I agree. And I think that it's just sad that now when you look back at it 26 years later and just how things went down and the the way that it was handled, and I don't know, it's just so sad for both of them, both her and what is his name? Dodie
Jodie,
Al-Fayed.
yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because she was only 36 years old when she passed away.
Oh my gosh.
And that's insane because it's one of those things when you're younger, you don't
Yeah.
realize how old people are. And to
Yes.
me, I thought she was way older because now we're
Same.
older than her.
Isn't that insane? And like, how old is William?
He was born the same year as us, wasn't he?
That's true. He's older than his mom and both of the boys, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's just nuts. Like when you think of, she was just so regal and just beautiful, and it's just such a waste. And I don't know, that to me, that was just probably, that's like I said, that's my number one, because that
I agree.
really, it's like how our parents experienced, or like our grandparents experienced Robert or John F. Kennedy, where
Yeah.
time stood still, right? When that
Oh
happened.
God.
So,
Yeah. That one, I agree. That one for me was a big one because it was so surreal, kind of like when George Michael passed in
hmm,
2016.
for
Like
sure.
that's something that you're just never gonna, I mean, they're all hard, but like these are the
Hmm.
ones that stick out for me.
Hmm.
Um, and one other thing that was really cool, I thought about this particular year, was the WNBA had its first basketball game in
Oh,
LA. So I thought that
wow.
was so cool in June. I didn't realize that it's only been around for 26 years.
Dang, that's
Yeah, I,
crazy.
I really enjoy watching women's basketball. I'm a
Hmm.
huge fan of Phoenix and
Hmm.
like Brittany Griner and all that. Like I really love watching how women play. And like my grandma, it's so cute because when we used to go to City College, I used to go to Carrie's basketball games because she was on
Hmm.
the team. My grandma used to
Yeah.
love it and would beg to go with me. So we'd be like,
Oh, how
I
cute
don't
is
know. It
that?
was just really cool to watch like women play like these types of sports. So I thought that was really cool. And another thing that stuck out to me about this year in the same month, okay, like days before,
Hmm.
um the Oklahoma City bomber was sentenced to death, like sentenced
Oh,
by a
wow.
jury. So like June was a lit month in
Sure
this year.
was. The beginning of the year had a lot of things that kind of, because do you remember the Heaven's Gate mass suicide?
Oh my gosh, was that this year?
On March
Holy
26th of
hell.
97, 39 bodies were discovered by San Diego
Ugh.
County Sheriff's Department in a house in Rancho Santa Fe. The members had taken part in a mass suicide through a series of coordinated ritual suicides in order to reach an extraterrestrial spacecraft following Comet Hale-Bopp.
Like, oh, and also,
That's
what role
crazy.
did the Nike shoes play? Like, seriously, they
For
were all
real.
dressed in the same clothing and tennis shoes. That
Uh-huh.
cults fascinate and scare the shit out of me. Like
Oh
there
my God.
is,
We need to do like a series on that.
hell yeah, there's so
Oh,
many. I mean, Jamestown alone, like, I
yes,
mean,
Waco.
oh, like there's so many. And yeah, it's eerie
Stuff like
how
that really just like blows me away because
you
to go there, like to get in that trance, like ever since freaking what's her name, Kelly on 90210 was part of one, I was like,
right.
what?
And but like what kills me, like it's all fascinating and everything, but like what gets me so like angry is when there's kids born into it, or these stupid ass parents like sell everything to join this freaking cult and follow this leader around, and they drag their poor little babies with them. Like that I can't. Or like,
Yeah.
and they let like these cult leaders like discipline their kids, put their kids to work. That, why is that a thing in all these cult, like I can't, like I get
Mhm.
violently angry. And then like,
Oh, for sure.
the Jamestown one, like his voice and face, like, haunts me and angers me.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, and also the stupid ass from Heaven's Gate, like, get out of here.
Oh yeah, his face looking into the
Yeah.
camera and it's just
Yeah.
like I
Like,
don't
who the
know.
hell believed his ass?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, what is wrong with people? But then again, when you're so deep into it in the words and things that, and I feel obviously for myself, I just think it's a lot of fear-based. So
Yes.
people are brought in to these things when they're at a really low point in their life
Yes.
and they're given hope. And then they're willing to do whatever they can to get to the promised land or whatever it may be, to heaven, right? I'm just like, but it's so crazy that I don't know. Like, because if someone was telling me this, I'd be like, okay, let's wait and see if it happens. Let's see if the world ends and then we could do this.
Yeah. Like, slow
But I ain't
down.
gonna like, speed up
Yeah.
the process and do it before I know.
Right. Like when there was like the rapture, like, oh, like they're gonna come down and
Hmm.
like, okay, let me see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Like if I see something go down, a bolt of lightning, okay, maybe.
Exactly. And the thing is like even like if they say in the Bible, there's something where they say like if the rapture were to happen, like it would literally take you. Like you don't even have to do anything,
Yeah. So
but
I just
it's
roll with
crazy
that.
because there's a couple people that followed, or not even, there was a couple people in this area, I want to say like in the East Bay. And for a while, like, I mean, these cults get so out of control where people like sell their homes, they sell everything they've owned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my
It's
gosh.
insane. It's like
It
pure
is.
like craziness to me. But you know what? I've just been fortunate. We've been fortunate never to have fallen victim to it. So,
Thank God, because
because
I'd save you.
we could easily like, okay, let me like play like, live, for example. Like we
Hmm.
love live, we love Ev Kowalczyk, we love like what he stands for. Like people,
Hmm.
do stuff like even with music. Like
Hmm.
thankfully we're sane, but it could go
Definitely.
that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh
No.
God,
Mm-mm.
cults. Good old Bill was sworn in for a second term that January.
Good
Good
old
old
Bill.
Theo, the saxophone and Ray-Bans, was
Okay.
jazzing up the joint. Um
So wait, has the scandal hit with Monica? Not yet, right?
no, I'm waiting
Yeah.
impatiently.
Yeah, same here. Because I'm like, I don't remember us talking about that. So okay, that's exciting because it's a
We-
coming and
Have
I'm
you
a
seen her
liking.
recently?
Huh?
Have you seen her recently?
She looks good.
Okay, better work it,
Uh-huh.
sister.
Right? And own it, Monica. Because, I really do feel like she was like we said about this when we talked about it early on in our podcast. Like, you know what? Poor thing. She was just a victim of being young, like very eager to get ahead, you know?
Yeah.
And, a distinguished gentleman is just trying to like, hey, give, someone's, it's just, she's being fancied by someone that's at a top tier over here. And she's just like,
Wait,
hey.
can I time out real quick? So I'm glad that we chatted about this because
Hmm.
in 1997, she was subpoenaed. So technically, I think we may have
Shit, did we miss it?
We missed it because the tapes. So remember that, but no, because it started coming to light. Like Linda Tripp
Oh,
started
okay.
recording some shit. Remember Linda with her
Mhm.
nose and her blonde hair? Okay.
Okay.
So there was allegations that she had been having an affair with Theo Bill in
Okay.
November of 95. So whoops,
Mm.
sorry. But then in 1997 some shit started coming to light. So like Linda,
Okay.
she recorded, she's like trying to be all like, hey, talk to me, vent to me. And then
Mhm.
she
I
goes and
won't
takes
say
these tapes to a
nothing.
reporter. Like, come on, let's have some tea.
Oh.
And you know that if you were Monica Lewinsky, you would want to talk to somebody. Like,
Oh, of
damn, you're banging the
course.
president of the United States. Like, who
Okay,
doesn't want to talk about that?
but real quick though. Okay, would you be telling a coworker?
I mean, if that's all you were thinking about, like I can see how you could slip.
I don't know though. Like, I guess, okay, I guess
She's
if you look at,
young.
yeah, she is. She's young. But that's the thing is like, I wouldn't, okay, this is the president. It's not even just like, the CEO, right? This is like
Yeah.
the president of the freaking country,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I would bring whoever I'm going to tell into a closet, make sure there's no speakers, any type of things that could hear. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you're the only one that knows. So if anybody finds out, I know it's you,
Yeah. Yeah. And
because this Linda Tripp, she is a trip.
she's a tramp too.
Uh-huh. She sure is. Oh my gosh.
But
That poor girl though.
she was trying to get paid and she wanted to get her
Completely.
face and name in the paper. So like she goes and takes these tapes and to not only a reporter, but also to a straight up book agent. Okay, she was not tripping.
Dang,
Um
that's some shady stuff. Oh, is that beach?
No, and then Newsweek reportedly, like the reporter that she met with from Newsweek, they were like, never mind, because when she heard when he heard the tapes, like he was like, this could be just folklore. Like, how are we
Hmm.
supposed to know that this really happened? So
Right.
we're not going to go forward with a story. Dumbass. But then in
Mm.
1997, so still in 1997, December 17th, Monica is subpoenaed. Now, she had already left her job at the Pentagon around the
Hmm.
same time.
Mm.
But she was subpoenaed. Someone, I guess, filed a lawsuit. Jones. Who? Jones. Was it Paula?
Ooh, that sounds right. Paula Jones.
Yes. So in
Mhm.
January 1994, Paula
Okay.
Jones comes forward with some harassment claims against Billy. Okay. So then now fast forward, the word is out now that like supposedly he was getting down with this intern. So now she's
Mhm.
subpoenaed to help bolster that person's lawsuit. So then 1997, oh my God, her haircut is horrible. But December 28th, 1997, she makes her final visit to the White House to
Mm.
privately discuss her subpoena with Bill.
Under the
Hey,
table.
Bill, under the table. The president at the time encouraged her to be evasive to the investigators. What? Ooh. And then we
Shady.
have to pause for now because then some stuff happens in 1998. So
Okay,
we will
so
talk more about
yeah,
everything in
we'll
1998
zone in on that because
because
that's
that'll be the first
juicy.
thing.
Okay, shoot. That's some crazy stuff. Poor girl.
Oh, I know, but you know what? Everyone knows her name.
Hmm.
Where
Yeah, for real.
everybody knows your
And for real,
name.
and people have comebacks, and hers is coming if it hasn't already. Because even Lori Laughlin, did you see she had a TikTok
Yes,
with John
several.
Stamos?
Several.
Really? I have only seen the one
Yes.
with John Stamos, and
Which
people are like,
one?
can't believe
Because
she had him on there when they're dancing, they're doing something.
the Dolly Parton, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's
Hmm.
another one. They're doing like another TikTok together, like to a sound that is very popular right now. So like,
Hmm.
and the comments, everyone's like, really, like, they're not done like dragging her through the mud. I'm actually over it, but like,
Yeah, same here. I'm like, whatever. It's not like she killed someone,
exactly.
She definitely was embarrassed and learned, I
Yeah.
hope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, she did some crap and it was horrible and it was mean and like just like not a good, not Aunt Becky kind of status, right? But I
Yeah.
think that her kids too, it needed
Spoiled
to
little brat.
happen.
Yeah.
It
Her
needed to
little
happen.
daughter looks like she's just a little wench.
Oh, completely. And I think the only reason why she's eating all her words
Uh-huh.
and because they got caught, so now they have to act all humble and crap, and uh, I don't know. I mean, but everybody, I feel like everybody should be given some sort of chance to better themselves, and I hope that she continues to, I don't know, learn from her lesson, learn from these mistakes, right?
Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just saw something that's kind of like it took me like by surprise. So, did you hear about that? So, in March, there was a person by the name
Hmm.
of David Raymer
Hmm.
who he was trying to get gender reassignment,
Hmm.
and but I don't think that it was like he didn't want to go, he didn't want to transition to a woman. I guess he lost his penis in a botched circumcision. Yeah.
Ooh,
And then
yikes.
yeah, and he was unhappy and went back to his original gender. So the way it's worded, I remember hearing
Hmm.
something about this, but the way it's worded, it made it sound like I don't know what he was doing. Like this is in Canada,
Oh.
by the way.
Hmm.
It was a Canadian man that was raised as a girl. So like
Hmm.
like hermaphrodites and stuff,
Hmm.
and when the parents
Right.
have to decide between, well, do I want to raise him as a boy or girl, it's easier to
Hmm.
like remove the penis. So I
Hmm.
think that's what happened in this case. And they raised him as a little girl, but then he realized that he wanted to be
A man.
a man. Like,
Oh,
oh, I
shoot.
can't even imagine. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
for real. Oh,
And it was like a
man.
botched
But see,
surgery.
shouldn't, I don't know. To me, that's something you need to wait until they're older to decide.
Exact. But like, what do you, okay, you pop a kid out. The kid has both parts. The kid can survive, right?
Hmm.
Can they
Yeah,
survive with both parts?
of course. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure
then I
there's
would let the
tons
kid.
out
Oh,
there.
but how do you do that? How
I,
would you
yeah.
deal?
I mean, because that's the thing is, how do they specify their gender as a
Ex-
little kid?
exactly.
Hmm. I don't
Undecided?
know. Yeah,
Like,
because they also have both ovaries, right? And,
yes.
mm,
Wow.
oh, that's a
This was
tough one.
fascinating. Yeah,
That is very
sorry.
fascinating, actually, because yeah, if I was a parent, I would just wait until they're older to see obviously, I feel like you would maybe have obviously more tendencies, right?
Yeah.
And so I would let them choose because I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah. I would
You decide,
too.
oh, we want a girl,
No,
and
and
then,
there was even a Law and
yikes.
Order SVU episode that I think was about this particular case because it sounds too familiar. It was twin
Mm,
boys, and then this was a botched surgery. They raised the little boy believing that they were a girl, and then the girl, was having it, feelings towards other girls, but then found out later on, wait a minute, I was born a boy and I want to be a
oh, shit.
boy. So this is exactly
Wow.
where where the inspiration came
Oh,
from.
that's so
God,
interesting.
yeah,
Wow, look at that. Crap.
amazing. Sorry for
That
the
is.
deviation, but I wanted to talk about it. And
No,
then
that actually is very, very interesting.
um this is the year. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, you go ahead. You could go ahead because I'm still reading on this lady. But maybe it's the
What
same thing.
lady?
Mother Teresa.
Go tell me.
Because she died on September 5th of 1997. And yeah, she was I believe she's a saint now. They made her into a saint, I
Which was
believe.
widely like people were pissed about. Like there's a lot of
Hmm.
people that are angry and I didn't
Exactly.
know this until I was an adult that she actually wasn't a very nice person.
Really? I didn't know that either. I just know that they were pissed too because I think you have to be dead for a certain amount of hours, not
Minutes.
hours, but years in order to be even considered as a saint in the Catholic Church.
Oh, that makes
So,
sense.
I know a lot of people were upset about that as well. But what really? I mean, what do tell? What do
I,
you know?
and
She just,
I don't have any facts like to back it up. I just heard that like she wasn't really a nice person and I think
hmm.
was racist
Mm,
if memory serves.
wow,
I'm
that's
let's
crazy.
see what they say. And I was really like shocked because I think Mother Teresa was given a Nobel Peace Prize, maybe
Hmm.
more.
Hmm.
But people thought that she was not like that she was even evil. Um,
Dang.
yeah,
That's
I
pretty
only heard of
crazy.
that when I was
Huh.
grown, like out of high school. Like people
Interesting.
and like people would sorry, I'm trying to like find it so I can actually like yeah, like basically saying she was no saint. Let's see. She would is it Ay Dios Santo? She had 517 missions in 100 countries at the time of her death.
Wow.
Anyone who went there to get like medical care, they
Hmm.
couldn't because it was unhygienic, unfit, not enough food, not enough medicine, not for
Mm.
lack of funding. So
Oh,
that's something
wow.
that people would like clamor onto.
Hmm.
So what was happening there then? Like where did the money go? But again,
Um,
like I this is pure like speculation.
yes,
It's a lot of people that are like anti
that's true.
her. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
where's the proof?
And I think too, like,
And
because
then
it
calling her
says,
racist.
yeah, and I think they said that she had a rather dubious way of caring for the sick. And she was like, or she had like questionable like political tactics. And I think too, like I guess you could say like, and that's the thing is like I feel like with every single person that's famous or known for something, it's just like Ellen. Like we could even, there's always going to be someone that's going to have an issue with them. Or like you said, we don't know where this is coming from as far as
Right.
like maybe they don't like Catholics. Like I don't know, but and two, maybe like you said, she didn't come from money, right? I'm sure she got a lot of donations, but we also where she was raised too, like, heck, I know a lot of people that maybe are coming from other countries, and the way that they say things, do things, that maybe seem a little bit harsh, you
Right.
know. But I do know that when you are a nun, right, I would expect that you're going to be kind and, you know, act as though in the way that God would want you to,
Right.
right?
Right.
And when they don't, it really rubs people the wrong way. So,
Totally. Totally.
because I mean, I like look at us. We went to private schools, Catholic schools our whole life, and I can name a few nuns that I think, in my opinion, that even my mom cussed out once. For being so mean. And
Yeah.
and I've talked to a lot of people, not to say that all nuns are mean, but and it's with anything. It could be a priest, it could be a pastor, I don't know. But I think too sometimes when people are given power to it sometimes does something to them, you know.
Totally.
So, but I will say, I think it's, interesting that I don't know, we really haven't seen anybody like her since then, since her passing in 1997. Like I remember her being someone that we always heard of growing up, like Mother Teresa this, Mother Teresa that, her performing like these miracles, right?
Yes.
And I mean, I don't hear anything about anyone now, like
I
no one
know.
to that level,
Right.
right? So I just thought that
Totally.
was interesting because I
Definitely.
felt like she passed away recently, but it was that long ago, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's
Hmm.
insane. Um, this was the year that Versace was shot dead outside of his
Ooh.
residence, and I learned a lot about Versace. Well,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how much of it was accurate, but did you watch
Hmm.
the movie?
Mm-mm, I didn't. Was it good?
It was amazing. Like Lady Gaga did such a good job, and
Hmm.
me and
I
Angel were
forgot
like,
about
"Oh,
that
that was
movie.
good." So like, if you ever looking for a movie, like definitely
Hmm.
watch it. It was really cool to see.
Hmm.
And yeah, so
Did
that
it
one was
clarify a lot of things? Because, like, when this happened, I really knew Versace, like, I knew what he did, but I didn't know the extent. I felt like there was a lot of people involved, and I was very confused as to a lot of things about him. And, like, I knew why he was big, but I just felt like it was very kind of convoluted in a lot of ways about how it went down. And do they know who did it, or was this like,
yeah, no, it was I think the guy was hired
mhm,
to
mm,
do it.
wow.
And it was this guy who's from San Francisco, actually.
Oh, damn.
And correction.
Mhm.
The motive, I apologize. I'm confusing it with another movie. I apologize. But
Mhm.
like the reason why he was killed or why he chose him is unknown.
Mhm.
So it's like a
Wow. Oh,
thing.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm gonna have
Um
to watch that though.
but there was a lot of speculation, so you think, or, late 90s, right?
Mhm.
There was speculation to the status of his what do you say, HIV
Mhm.
status.
Oh.
He, I guess, discovered allegedly that he was HIV positive.
Mhm.
I don't know what that would have to do with why he did this, unless he was
Mhm.
tied to him romantically.
No,
Um,
that's right.
yeah, but
Some sort of
definitely
entanglement.
exactly. I mean, people
Mhm.
will like being outed or whatever, that'll do it.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's for sure.
so
It can we've seen a lot of those, like lovers triangles and you know, it's sad when that happens because, you know, I'm trying to think, is that Versace, not Versace. Is it Gucci? Is that the one that Courtney is big on? Is it Gucci? What is the name of the person that
oh,
I think it is Gucci, right?
isn't it
Oh, I can't remember.
it's
'Cause-
not, is it?
Or
No.
is
Is
it
it?
Versace? It's not Versace because Versace's in, is it? I'm trying to think now. It might be Gucci. I don't know. Because I was confused the two. I'm like,
Dolce and Gabbana.
that's it. Okay. Mm. Who's that lady? You know the lady that had plastic
Oh,
surgery and
Vera
her
Wang?
face is all who?
Wang?
No, she has
Oh,
blonde hair.
Donatella Versace.
It is the sister. Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm like, dead.
I definitely want to cover the murder of Gianni Versace, so I'm actually gonna come back with more
Mm-hmm.
knowledge because
Yes.
it's been a minute since I saw the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
And
that's
then
gonna
he
be good.
also, this person died by suicide 8 days after murdering Gianni.
Ugh,
So yeah, let's see
dang.
why.
Yeah, for
Tune in.
real.
But yeah, that was huge
Mm,
back then. And
yes.
wanted to be sure to announce that. But you want to know what else was huge back then?
Yes. Please
Leanne
do tell.
Rhymes. Leanne
Oh,
Rhymes was in her prime romance era, and I was here for it. How do I
mm-hmm.
live? Could we discuss? Could we
Oh,
discuss?
that song. Oh my
Oh,
God.
can we
I could listen
discuss?
to that. It's the first lyric. The fir-
Oh,
those words. It gives me chills. I have
I
chills right
know,
now.
I know. I love that woman. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sure, she stole her husband from another woman, but they're still
Mm-hmm.
together. So,
They
and
are.
then just like Julia Roberts and her husband, at first I
Mm-hmm.
was like, ew, but
Yeah.
they're still together. So whatever. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
we're all gonna move on. But yeah, Leanne Rhymes is super talented. She was just recently, or maybe like a year or two ago, was on The Masked Singer, and I think she won her season. But like her voice is still everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, she was phenomenal. Like her voice is just timeless,
Yeah,
. And she started so young too. She's
totally.
mhm. And to
Very
have a
Taylor
voice like that,
Swift,
yes, big
very
time.
like they're very like, right here mirroring
Hmm.
each other, but
And she
um
hasn't aged like in a way, I want to say she looks better, even though she's very thin,
yeah.
but she doesn't look any different. She has that cute little face with those little
Yeah,
eyes
she's got
and
cute almond eyes. I think she's so pretty. I've always thought
she
that.
is. I really wish that her and Eddie, is that his name? Eddie Cibrian or
Yeah,
whatever. I really wish they had kids because man,
that
they would be cute.
gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, because he's handsome. Mm.
And of course, this was the year, Mariah Carey entered her sexy era.
Okay, how could we forget? Dang.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I love old
Like
Mariah, but this, right?
she
hit the scene in that
Mm-hmm.
wetsuit. And then remember the white outfit in
Oh,
Honey? Like,
yes.
excuse me. That is
Oh,
Mimi right there. Like, oh
mm-hmm.
God, I love
Yes.
this woman. I love her
Yes.
so much. Oh my
Mm.
God.
No, thank you. I could literally watch her honey video over and over and over again. It's just, I was like, oh my gosh, like it was hard to believe it was even her,
Yeah.
because she was so cookie cutter before. And then, dang, she flew on the scene like this. And that song is timeless.
Yeah, it
'Cause,
sure is.
oh,
Oh
man.
God.
So pretty, so amazing. Another movie, or not movie, but what was I gonna say? Uh oh crap. Metallica had a song, or their album Reload
Uh-huh.
debuted in 1997. And that, I mean, I had heard some old, obviously, Metallica, but this
Yeah.
album I loved. I don't know, it was different for them. And I just remember them being like freaking fire on MTV with like, um, I believe it was Memory Remains was one of their singles and stuff. I mean, there were so many songs on this album that I just loved. And that's where I really loved like Lars and Kirk and
Uh-huh.
um,
Oh
they were
yeah.
I know Kirk was so adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, Metallica, because for a minute they were kind of quiet and they came back with this album and it was just like, and I believe it was two albums that they did back to back. And they released one at a time, consecutively over, I don't know if it was like one year and then the other year the other, but it was a really good album. There's a lot of good music in movies too.
Oh my God. I mean, Jewel was breaking our
Mhm.
hearts in 97. Tony Braxton was still in her sexy era and gave us Unbreak My Heart, one that I always have to sing my
Mhm.
damn face off to, especially in the shower. And then, of course, we have the boy bands, busting
Mhm.
through. We have Backstreet Boys, like, remember their cute little page boy
Oh,
haircuts?
yes.
And that was amazing. And of
Mhm.
course, lest we forget the Spice Girls. Hello. Hi,
Mhm.
Sporty. Hi.
Right?
Um, I mean,
It's so
this
funny.
we say this every episode that we've been doing this, like
Mhm.
the music.
Yeah. But we forget, and it's crazy how many songs can be in one year.
It's
Because
insane.
that was like the year that Third Eye Blind debuted Semi Charm Life, which was a huge hit.
Huge.
Like even to this day, like I just love belting that out when it comes on.
No, and hi, what the fuck? What's this? Return of the Mac. We're still
Mm,
bumping that. I mean, we're still bumping
okay.
all of this, but like Duncan Sheik with Barely
Oh,
Breathing. Like
stop.
when we just did our Thriller performance, like we have to come up with names for our groups, and Angel picked our name and it was Barely Breathing.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't
That's
that
so cute.
adorable?
That
Like
is.
he is
Oh, it
like
seems so
that
peaceful.
that is that is such a song. That
It
is
is.
such a song. And
There
like
was there was a freaking insane like amount of people that were, and like you said, we say this every year, but like Meredith Brooks, Bitch,
a
which was
hello.
like an anthem, right? Love singing that song because I don't know why I felt like because it was in a song I could just say it over and over and
Yeah. Yeah.
couldn't get in trouble for it. Or people like Sugar Ray,
Yeah. Sugar Ray
you
was
know?
huge.
Yeah, for
Huge.
real. That song Fly, even though I believe in the beginning it irritated me, and then they played
Yes.
it so damn much that I was like, I just want to fly. Like I just
Yeah.
kept saying it over and over again. And
Yeah.
then they just like had hit after that.
They did. They really did. And then Paula Cole, Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? Hi, I still
Okay.
bump that. Like all of
Shoot.
this.
That album, dang, that album was fire of Paula Cole. So good.
Yes. I have to say though that my favorite song to come out of 1997, and this is going to be really like hard for me to admit, but like because there's so many, including the
Mhm.
Spice Girls, but my favorite would have to be Not Tonight with Lil Kim, The Brat, Left Eye, Missy Elliott,
Hey, oh
Angie
my gosh,
Martinez.
that's
That is
right.
still my get ready song. Late,
Yes.
because this is late as night. And my rhymes,
Yeah.
it's tight.
Oh, what? That was the song. That's
Dang.
come
That's
on.
right.
Oh my
Shoot,
God,
that was
Neen.
a good one.
You know
Oh
what
my
song came out
God.
was My Love is the Remember?
Dang, that's right. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that song. Dang, even like, and you know what? I do not like this song, but this is with P. Diddy.
Ugh,
I'll be missing you.
Shala.
Uh-huh. I can't stand that song.
And all the shit that's been coming out about him lately. Who's
At first I was,
surprised?
and isn't it crazy? Because at first when I heard about it, I was like, because of the time frame for the settlement. I
Yeah.
was like, it seems a little fishy, right? Because if I knew this was right, or if this was real, no amount of money could, convince me like to right?
Yeah.
But who knows what kind of threats and shit that she was given.
Well, that and like all the fact that, there were witnesses and they were paid to
Hmm.
stay silent. Like, I hope they all
His
go to
bodyguard
hell.
and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Even came out and
Hotel videos scrubbed, hospital records purchased.
see,
Now
I'm
they're
telling you though, when you look at what was it with Danity Kane
yeah.
in that whole series, but the way he treated the women in that show was a big turnoff for me. Like
Yeah.
he was a real dick, and I hate saying that word, but he
Yeah.
really was towards them. And it made me think like, what the fuck? How the hell was J-Lo with him?
I
Right?
Yeah, and that's the thing is like did he just hide this like some of this stuff, or did he change, was he different when he was with her, and then, or was this a whole bunch of stuff on the side? Because when it got really icky, when that whole gun fight or shooting happened when she was with him and she hightailed it out of that relationship, right? It makes you wonder, because like to me, like people don't change. Like he had to be this way for a long time. Look at, it's like R. Kelly, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, who the hell tells a girl to get breast implants and then the day after have them removed? That's awful. And the things this girl went through, and who knows how many more. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, he's just a jerk. He's
Yeah.
just, and it's
Car-
it's just the beginning.
Karma's coming
Mhm.
because now they're going to be reinvestigating Kim Porter's death because supposedly it's come out that he ordered her casket before she even died. So,
Dang. Okay, see, and I hate when people do that kind of crap.
yeah,
Like, obviously, she was healthy, right? She wasn't
exactly.
sick,
No.
but just don't do that, people. Like, I don't, being in the funeral business, I never understood people that come and they're like, oh, I need to plan a funeral. And you're like, oh, okay, where's the person? Have they passed? And they're like, oh, they haven't passed yet. Don't be doing that. Like, you could pre-plan, but don't like already do certain things that you should wait until the person's like cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that kind of stuff. And see, to me with Diddy, I never liked him because I felt like he never had any songs really that he really did himself. Like there
Right.
were some maybe, but everything that was hits were all remakes.
Yeah.
There was no originality with him. And it
Ugh.
irritated me because and this song just irritated the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it. But anyways.
No, I mean, and we would be here all night if we said all the music, but we do want to do a quick shout out. Of course, Sarah McLachlan's Building a Mystery.
Yes.
We got Genuine's Pony was like on the charts still.
Mhm.
It was just a lot. And it was also a good year for movies. We had,
Mhm.
Scream 2, because they did so great in the theaters with Scream 1, although I would be remiss to not quickly say their time is coming to an end because of the whole drama with Melissa Barrera and of course
Mhm.
adorable, yes,
Jenna Ortega.
we all knew she was gonna be like
Mm.
bye.
Oh yeah,
She's a real
deuces.
woman. So but
Exactly.
anyways, this was back when Nev Campbell was still queen. So Scream 2 was out and that was
Mhm.
epic. And then
Oh,
of
yeah.
course Fools Rush In and My Best
Ugh.
Friend's Wedding were probably those are my top movies of the year, and Titanic, of course. But what about you?
Mhm.
What were some movies from 1997 that you absolutely loved?
Ugh. Okay, so I loved Romeo and Michelle's
Yes.
high school reunion. I also loved, of course, My Best Friend's Wedding, which is
Oh,
still one of my favorites, like to
same.
this date. Ugh, I love that. Gosh, there were so many. I don't even know. I actually liked Free Willy because that was another one. That one always made me cry, but I love the soundtrack.
Yes.
It was, yeah. And then even Men in Black, that was a really big one that year too.
Such a good one.
It was big time. The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves. Ugh, he just looked really good in that film. And I don't know. That was a really good movie. And I also loved a suspense movie, which was Kiss the Girls. Have you ever seen
Oh,
that?
yes,
Oh,
because I love the book. The book is
yes.
even more scary, but like that
Yes,
was
that's what I've heard.
such a good movie. Oh my God.
It
The
was
the movie actually
really
did
good,
justice to the book. So
which is hard to
yes.
do,
Yes.
because a lot of times it's just like, okay,
And
disappointment.
no, it was actually, yeah, like it's, you go and you like, what else is really Twilight was good because like they
Yeah,
try to stay close to it. You know what movie
exactly.
I forgot to say was part of my tops
Hmm.
is Selena and I Know What You Did Last Summer, because hi,
That's
those are both
right.
classics. So many good
Exactly.
movies, right?
Yeah,
I feel like
always. Yeah.
wasn't Charlize Theron in a movie in 1997? I feel like that was like,
Hmm.
she was
I
really big
Yeah, she
in the
was. I know.
90s.
I'm kind of waiting for like what is that? Neon Flux, Eon Flux,
Oh,
or was it
Eon
Neon?
Flux. No,
Man, she looked really
Aeon,
hot in that
Aeon.
movie. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was.
She is gorgeous, but like, yeah, so
And you
that
know
was
what? I want to say
amazing.
there was really good movies, but actually, I want to say there's not that many that I would say I loved in the previous years. Really hit the
Right.
jackpot, but yeah, not as many as I thought that I would really like. But it's nice to overlook these movies and think back and be like, oh my God,
Right. Yeah.
because you forget. And just times are so different because we're not as big on movies as we were,
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
sad.
Tony and I watched The Beach last night
Oh,
because
such
he
a
had
good
never seen
movie.
it, and it makes me want to go to Thailand every time I watch it. It's just such a good movie with a good soundtrack, and it's crazy how little Leonardo DiCaprio looked. I'm like,
And
wow.
and that delicious morsel is going to be 50.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah,
Oh, wow.
time's a flying.
Time is
Mm-mm.
flying. My gosh. But yeah, 1997.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I liked 1997. I mean, again, because it was a good year for music and movies. I mean, that's all that really mattered to me back then. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
good to look back and be like, damn, there was a lot of, not war, but a lot of like hate everywhere in the world and all parts of
Right.
the world in this year in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But the music and the movies for me just, and of course, Princess Diana were huge
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Definitely. Yeah, it was just a different time, and it was just very, I don't know. It was just I would love to go back. I can't wait to finish all the years and then decide what
Which one
year,
was
if
the
we could,
best?
teleport back and just like live a day in that
I
year.
mean, so far for me, I'm thinking it's going to be 95 and 99.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. 1996 was pretty close, but 1997 was okay, but there was definitely a lot going on. I mean, although I would like to relive our 16th birthday and 15th birthday. But yeah, it was just a different time. It really was, and I miss it. And Buffy the Bam Fly. Buffy the Vampire Slayer actually came on the scene also in 1997. Um, and I freaking love that movie. Or
Oh,
maybe it was the show because there was two of them.
I thought the
But
movie was in the early
I thought it was in
90s.
1996 maybe. But I don't know that show because it says here 1997 gave us Buffy the Vampire Slayer and took away I don't know. So it could be the movie or the show. It's not really saying and I don't see it on our list. I thought we saw it last year. So I don't know. Times were different back then, costs were different, and now God, imagine rent back then was $700.
crazy.
Yeah, compared to $2,000 a month. That's crazy. But,
Oh,
you know, oh well.
we're
Like you said
just,
earlier in this, like how much in 10 years, what is life going to be like, right?
I shudder to think. It's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Because when we were little, $1,000 seemed like so much.
yeah,
Now that's just like whatever.
exactly. $1 million homes were like untouchable. Now it's
Mhm.
like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
For sure. We would go and cruise, like, and see $1,000 I mean, $1,000,000 homes, and we're like, "Oh my gosh," now it's
Yeah.
like, that's the average, you know? So, it would be interesting to see what 98 brings, and we are inching our way to
We're
1999.
almost there. We're almost there, guys. Definitely before the year ends, we'll be done with it. But thanks for
Yes,
hanging with us through our
definitely.
journey and our little, like, we're polishing our memories because I don't know. I do not, I could not tell you without looking at my notes
and
Mhm.
actually looking it up, what political things occurred
Oh,
back then, because I didn't
definitely.
care. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just in high school. Can I live my life? So this is
Same
really good
here.
for me, you know, and
Mhm.
us to like revisit and be like, damn, you know. So
Mhm. No, I
yay.
agree. No, I do. So we'll see what 1998 brings. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to Crime Talk with Steph.
Ooh la lee, we're gonna do
Coming this
that.
Friday, peep. So get ready. Put your reminders on, and because you never know what Steph has in store. So I'm excited. I'm
I
really,
adore
really
you.
excited.
Oh, thank you, Neen. And
For
I always
real.
love chatting with you. And
Likewise.
yeah, we're inching our ways to episode 100. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. Like,
Yes.
we love you.
I know, because
And
this is going to be episode 90.
two, I think,
Yeah,
93,
that's
92.
yeah, wow.
How do
Okay,
we
we're gonna
do that? Like, what? Like, who are
I know,
we?
for real.
But I'm so proud of
Exactly.
us, and I can't wait to see what next year brings. But I'm getting
Same here.
ahead of myself because I want to enjoy. That was my smoker voice, by the way. Sorry, I just realized that people listening probably don't know my smoker voice, and I'm not a smoker. I used to be, but that's what I use when I want to,
Didn't she have a name?
what was her
Back in the
name?
day, you
Wasn't it
had one.
Deborah?
I think so. I was gonna say, wasn't it Debbie or
Hazel,
Deborah?
Hazel. That's my
You and
smoker
Kara.
voice.
I'm
Oh
not
my God.
Kara, you and Carrie.
Yes, and Annie and I say
Mhm.
hello to each other that way to this day. That's how we
I
say
love
hi. It's
it.
very
Oh my
sexy.
God.
And yes, this episode that's going to drop this Wednesday, this one that you're currently listening to is episode 92, episode 92.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's been a journey, and I can't wait to go over these past or next 2 years.
Yay.
And yeah, we're making our way.
Downtown. But yes, thank you guys for hanging with us, and see you on Friday, everybody. We're
Yeah,
almost at Christmas, so
we are.
Neen and everyone, we'll catch you on the flip side.
Oh yeah, peace out, everyone. Have a good one.